Welcome back to Exploring Whiskeys. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin. Today we are going to go into bottle number 3. What's behind door number 3?
It's going to be the Straight Rye whiskey, Kevin.
It will be the Straight Rye whiskey. All right, so Heaven's Door. We've already done their Tennessee bourbon, which is somewhat an oxymoron.
Yeah.
We've done their double-barreled, and now we are sliding into their Straight Rye. We do have one more bottle in the expression, which is the Highway 61, which really came out and hit big last year.
Yep.
To finish off the awesome little sampler pack, which is a
Greg Lorenzi.
yeah, birthday present for Mr. Eric here from Mr. Lorenzi. So thank you. Didn't know that I was going to be drinking it all when he gave it to you, did he? Anyway, so this is a very normal rye mash bill. It's kind of become the standard.
95.5.
95.5. So 95% rye, 5% malted barley. It's kind of become the standard, especially once MGP came on the scene. They really perfected that rye mash bill. Probably where this is coming from.
Yeah. Again, everything's unique on each bottle.
All the ironwork.
Ironwork. Bob Dylan.
Yep.
Again, it's his.
He's the partner.
Creation, I
Yeah.
guess.
He's the name, the partner on this particular line of whiskey, and this is some of his artwork. This is the only thing that he's partnered with and put his name to is Heaven's Door whiskey. As they release each series, they pick a master. They say master distiller, and we had this conversation. I'm gonna call him master blender. They're not doing the distillation. They're going around and finding a flavor profile. This one in particular is probably just, again, it's probably an MGP, pretty standard. Yeah.
Rye, dill.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, very traditional rye notes. A little bit of that tea note. Herbally, everything you expect off of rye. They do have a very interesting way that they finished this whiskey.
That's it. Was it the cigar-shaped barrels?
Yes. So they took a oak and instead of like the standard barrel shape, like a standard barrel shape, it's actually an elongated,
Squish it.
almost like cigar-shaped barrel so that the whiskey is exposed to more wood. And the wood is air dried in some like low-lying mountain region in France. It sounds like a lot of foo-foo stuff.
Marketing.
Total marketing play because the nose smells like rye.
Yep. The palate though.
Different?
You get that typical rye spice on the front. But after that, it kind of gets sweet.
Ooh, that's a whole lot of spice in the front.
I'm about to cry over there.
Wow. More than I was expecting, actually. Especially at the proof. 92 proof. Oh, wow. The finish is super sweet. Wow. That's all like sugars and candy. Butterscotch, vanillas, caramels.
We need to bust out the Colonel Taylor rye and line it up next to it. Because this, to me, kind of falls along that line. It's just
I don't remember
super
that
sweet.
Initial spice bite that I got off of that first sip. A big initial spice bite. I don't remember that off the Colonel Taylor.
But after that, though, it just went.
It got super sweet. Versus
all the other ryes we've had.
I'm cheating and comparing it against the Old Overholt because I'm gonna say that's for
the money.
For the money, that's the best rye you're gonna buy out there, and there was herbal notes. I never got a spice kick the way that I got from that. I don't remember E.H. Taylor giving me a spice kick either. And that was sweet as well.
I just remember though that Colonel Taylor, I just couldn't get over how sweet it was.
Sweet. Oh, it's so sweet. Yeah. The nose, very traditional. Herbally, dill. Is the sweet coming from the barrel, you think? That additional exposure to wood, bringing out more of the vanillas and the sugars from the barrel?
Possibly.
Because, I mean, the juice is the juice, right?
True. I'm enjoying this.
Ooh. Big orange zest. Just got a big punch of orange zest. Instead of, the spice was there, but I guess I was acclimated. But big orange zest note came through, and then into all the sweet notes. All right, I did not like the first sip. I very much liked the second sip.
Yeah, I
improved.
think it gets better as the more you.
Yeah, you just had to get. I had to get used to the initial. Wow, that was a lot of rye in the beginning, but
I think the
nose
only
doesn't.
rye, it's just on the very front end.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
it's really smooth. It's sweet.
But it's the
Fruity.
nose in the beginning. The nose is pretty rye,
Yeah.
and then that very as soon as it hits your tongue is very rye, and then it gets into a more of a fruit sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. That's not bad. I'm actually slightly surprised.
Well, I mean.
Well, the Tennessee bourbon was good. It wasn't great.
No, it wasn't.
The double barrel was good, but it wasn't 1910.
I think this is the best one out of the box. But you don't like rye.
I'm not a huge rye fan, but knowing the category of rye, this is very prototypical rye
Front end.
on the front end, but it's still a pleasant drink.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd give it, a slightly better score for the category. I'm still not a fan of rye.
I may throw just a small cube. In this one.
Yes, I could see that. Even though the proof isn't spectacular, 92
Mm-hmm.
is not super high by any means, but
The MSRP is high on this one.
yeah. Well, hold on. I just want to get back to it. But the ice cube might mellow out the spice a touch,
Right.
and bring the sweetness up just a little kick there.
Just a skosh.
I could just a skosh, just a tudge. That's what my father-in-law. Just a tudge.
No, I think a little cube would help
Yeah,
this one.
I do think. I totally agree that
Again,
would be good.
This is probably, if I rank that, this would be number one for me out of the box. I enjoy rye. It's not usually tops of my list,
Right.
but yeah, I like this one in the box. But I would really just a small cube.
I could see that working. I could see that helping it a lot, mellowing out, just pulling down some of those sharp spice notes. That could be very good.
Yep.
Now, back to what Eric was getting to. Not cheap.
No.
All right, so we know these are all sourced whiskeys. They're all coming from Ryan Perry, who used to be from Breckenridge Distilleries, and he was selected as the master distiller.
Master picker.
Master barrel picker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good official name. So we know it's sourced. I slightly struggle with the price.
At $80, absolutely.
Struggle with that. Because I now have Overholt
At 20-ish.
7
Yeah.
for 100 proof bottled and bond rye whiskey that is, the spice is not aggressive, the sweetness is very present, and you've got 100 proof sitting there. $80 for sourced MGP.
But you would think that old Overholt, given the price point, would be readily available everywhere.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
You gotta find that one. I did see it, but I didn't buy it. I saw regular Overholt, not the bottled and bond version. I didn't buy it though. I think it's starting to expand its distribution a little
Well, I'm pretty sure finishing in the top 20 in Whiskey Advocate magazine
got some people's attention.
helped their cause and
Yeah.
was drawing a little bit more attention to their distillery.
Maybe got some.
And if I were
some
them,
people
I would
to-
strike while it's hot.
Absolutely.
Start distributing to Tennessee, particularly Nashville.
But yeah, like I said, I saw the regular Overholt, and I was just like, okay, I will be buying that at some point because the bottled and bond was so good.
Yep.
And it was
I've started telling people that, like people
22,
that text-
23.
They reach out to me like, "Hey, you had a good rye lately?" And it's like, I have, but I tell them what it is, give my opinion on it, but I say you're probably not gonna find it here.
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle to find.
But as you
Here.
travel for business,
If you,
poke your head, especially in the northeast.
yes, and if you see it, but I totally agree. This is my number one recommendation when someone starts talking about a rye to try. That's it.
Well,
If you can find the H. Taylor, sure.
yeah, go for it.
Good luck.
I kind of look at that as kind of like the like the Evan Williams bottle
Yeah.
of Bond.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
the price.
Give it a shot.
I've turned on a few friends to that. And now they go into a liquor store and at $25 a handle,
Yeah.
they buy 2.
Yeah. If you
would-
want something for a drinker or a mixer, that is perfect.
Yep.
I still want to grab that old Overholt and make a Manhattan out of it. I think that would be amazing.
Yep. So yeah, if you see it, definitely grab at least 2, if not 3.
Which would still be about the same price as one of those. Getting back on topic here. That, like I said, that was $27, 20, so high 20s, whatever. $80 is the MSRP here. And that's to say, if you can find it, because in our region, Heaven's Door is not. It's funny. The baseline is not easy to find. I've
was in a
seen
liquor
more
store
and more of
today.
the Highway 61s.
Trying to think, I was in a liquor store today, and there was one bottle of Heaven's Door, and I saw it from a distance. I meant to go over and check it out, but it didn't look familiar, so maybe it was the Highway 61.
Yeah, with it's like a whitish or cream label, which I don't know if that's any good or not. I haven't actually opened it yet. Saving it for the show.
Episode.
Saving that for the show. Overall, it's a solid rye. It's probably not the best value in rye. I'm interested as to, I would like to know more about what the oak did to the rye, if that's what brought out those extra sweet notes, like the vanilla, caramel, sugar. Is that just because it's exposed to so much wood from that cigar-shaped barrel?
I enjoyed the sampler.
Yeah,
I wish more
Love samplers.
more distillers would do stuff like this.
totally agree.
I
Really,
know
really
we've
wish.
done it
What's
with
this? Two? We did this last time. This is 200 milliliters.
I mean, we've done it with the scotches. You see
Yeah.
some more of those. I mean, I think that's kind of the way to go.
I did find another one of those.
I know you told me.
Yeah, we're gonna go get to those.
No, I think it's a nice way to go. I mean, it's a much smaller bottle. You get a couple pours out of it.
Yep.
You get to sample, this particular one. You get to sample 3.
Yeah.
3 out of the 4 that they have.
Right.
I think that's a smart. I wish more did it. Like
Very
the one
much
I
good.
sent you the other day with Weller. Those
Yeah,
somehow they kind of in airplane bottles.
yeah, like 50 milliliters, which is just a tease, honestly. What are you doing with 50 milliliters? Anyway.
But
no, I totally agree. I love the fact that they're putting out this 200. I think it's a great way for a new distillery, newer. I mean, they're relatively new. Am I going to go out and spend $80 on a whiskey I don't know anything about?
Nope.
No. Would I spend $80 or whatever on a sampler and be able to taste a little of all of them and see if I really like them?
Yep.
Absolutely, all day long. So I think that's really a smart play, especially for some of the younger distilleries.
And there's more that should follow suit because we're starting to see a lot of some newer stuff hit the market.
Yep.
And their bottles are starting at that low 70 mark.
Right.
Which, in my opinion, it should be more towards the 40-ish.
Right.
If
Yep.
you're brand new,
You don't have the reputation or the age statement. That what is it? The Ingram.
Old Ingram. That's
The
the
River
one.
one.
That's the one I was
Yeah.
thinking.
So they have like 2 or 3 different releases. That should be in one of these because I would spend $80, $90 and sample all 3.
It's really good.
It's good, but $80 or $90 for a bottle.
But right out of the gate, you're charging $72 a bottle.
Yeah, it's a little heavy for an investment for a whiskey you don't know much about.
I mean, they're mimicking the
Yeah, Oceans.
Oceans
Jefferson's
concept.
Oceans, yeah.
So, but again, enjoyed the 3-pack. Back to this. Enjoyed the 3-pack. I really enjoyed the rye.
Yeah, it's good. It's very
I
good.
do have the Colonel Taylor rye at home. I'm tempted to do the side by side.
I'm throwing in Overholt as
We could do the 3.
a black
Three
sheep in
ryes.
that competition.
Might put Kevin over the edge. 3 ryes in one night. But,
Yeah.
but no, overall, I think it's a solid bottle. I don't think it's worth
it's solid.
$80.
Nope. Half that would be an easy investment. Half that, $80. It's
So
a bit much to ask.
we got 3 done out
Yep.
of this lineup. Looking forward to the 4th.
Yeah, me too. I'm interested to see what that shakes out to taste like.
Yep. We appreciate you joining. We hope you liked the episode. And if you did, hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
And if you're new to the channel, while you're down there, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and let us know. What are your thoughts on some of the Heaven's Door release? Heaven's Door releases. Wow, that's really hard to say. Anyway, let us know. Leave us a comment.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for watching.
See you next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.